Hey y'all. So today is on self-worth, abandonment issues, how I still feel worthy despite my depression, my abandonment issues and all of that stuff. Um, so I oh gosh, my closet's open. Nice. Okay. Just see my Christmas tree sitting in there. It's just a Christmas tree and fabric sheets. So I keep my toilet paper too. Anyways, but yeah, at my table it's a bit of a mess, but that's okay. Um, so I have abandonment issues since I was a kid. Hi. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how I deal with them. I use mantras, affirmations to get me through the abandonment issues. Like when people don't talk to me for a while, I kind of sometimes I'll freak out a little bit and I'll just like have to kind of take care of myself, go play some video games, distract myself. Um, but with the affirmations, with depression, anxiety, self worth issues, abandonment issues, I use these affirmations. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am awesome. I say all of those things because it's imperative that you try to reprogram your brain because your ego, that little dark niggling bullshit voice in the back of your head telling you that you can't have something that you want, um, is just not something you want to fuck with. Um, so I do a lot of positive affirmations when it comes to that. But my abandonment issues stem from some of my issues when I was a kid. And I've been approaching these issues in therapy, so I've been actually having a rougher time than usual because it seems like those memories just keep coming up um, as part of my PTSD. So when I was a kid, um, one day I went to bed and I was fine, and the next morning I woke up and I was just different in some way. I think I was 10 years old. It was in 1996, I think my mom told me. So yeah, I was young. I was very young. Yeah, July of 1996. I just woke up and all of a sudden I was different. I had OCD problems. I started washing my hands. I had so much paranoia. And I still have paranoia. Like, I still have paranoia because of the fact that when all this came on set and I had paranoia, I was washing my hands, I was going crazy. Basically, I felt like I was going crazy. I couldn't control my emotions. It took them a while to diagnose me as bipolar, but I was diagnosed with OCD, bipolar, severe anxiety disorder, major depressive disorder. And they tried to diagnose me as oppositional defiant disorder, and then they found out that I was actually bipolar. They ended up putting me on a shitty medication. And for the record, I'm glad Desert Hills and Rancho Valmora got shut down. They're pieces of crap treatment centers that abuse people. And I was one of them that got abused in those places. So I was put in those places to try and get me help, to try and get me stable medications. And obviously, I wasn't able to see my family because I basically lived in those places. And so it was programmed into my brain a long time ago that my family kind of abandoned me in those places. Um, though I know my family does care for me very much, but when I was in those places for 4 years of my life, I felt abandoned by my family. And so ever since then, I've just had like Straight up abandonment issues. So when people like fucking ghost me and go silent, it fucking drives me batshit crazy. But I work through it. I work through it, and I work through it by distracting myself. I'll usually turn on some video games. Um, I will go for a walk. Um, I can try to read a book, but lately I just haven't been able to focus on books. Um, and so it's hard. It's hard when you can't like focus on shit. Um, Yesterday I had an experience, and if my neighbor ends up seeing this video, um, just know that you are loved and cared about very, very much just because you did this for me. Yesterday I was walking home. I had a vision in my mind's eye that my bag was going to rip and a jar was going to break. Lo and behold, I got to the elevator, a bag broke. I'm like, oh, okay. Um, and then I got home. I was like, okay, well, the jar didn't break. Maybe that was all in my head. Set all the groceries down on my chairs outside so I can unlock the door. Boosh. There goes the jar of my favorite chili sauce. And I couldn't afford paper towels because I had to buy toilet paper. So it was basically paper towels or toilet paper. And so I basically just, I was cleaning it up. I just started bawling my eyes out because I'm just like, ugh, I don't know what to do. And my neighbor came out. She's like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's just one thing after another, and I can't afford paper towels, um, because I have to get other stuff." And she's like, "Well, do you want to borrow some paper towels for like ever?" um, And I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, absolutely." And she gave me paper towels, and I was picking stuff up. I went to grab the paper towels from her, and I just like, she saw my face, and I just started crying because it was like one thing after another that's going on. I have some family stuff going on. I have some other stuff going on. I don't really want to mention what is going on, but there is a person that I would really love to hear from that I haven't heard from in a few days, and I'm just hoping this person's okay. Um, so yeah, I'm trying not to worry too much, but she just, my neighbor, I I told her about the stuff going on in my life, and she just hugged me while while I stood there and cried in her arms, and she freaking cried with me. And I'm just gonna straight up say this: we need more people like that in this world. We do. We do. But on to how I kind of deal with my depression, anxiety, and self-worth issues and abandonment issues. I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about it now that I've told you a bit of a story. How I deal with it. Some days I sleep. Honest to God truth. I One day, I think it had been about 3 days since I'd heard from this person. I just like, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. I hope everything's okay. I'm like, I hope everything's okay. you know, um, and I slept till like 6 p.m. I won't go into what else I did to cope, too much other than I just once I woke up, I picked myself up. I got on PlayStation. I have a friend. I guess it's okay to name names. I don't know. Um, this is a gamer friend. Lives a state away from me. Another gamer friend that lives a state away from me too. I sat and talked to them and told them how hard it got, and they walked me through it. They got me through it. So I guess what I'm saying is that if you have people around you that are willing to help you, please talk to them. Because when you're feeling broken and you don't want to be alone, even if it's somebody that's states away, please contact those friends. Even if they're a gamer friend that's states away, please talk to them. I didn't have anybody to really be with me at my house in like the physical through all of this. I still haven't hung out with anybody. And like, I think the last time I hung out was with my best friend that I've known since we were 6. She's fucking awesome, but she's had a lot on her plate lately, so I haven't hung out with anybody since. Um, so I've gone out for walks. I've talked to my friends that are states and states away. I have one friend that's like a spiritually awakened friend, and like I see the majority of my friends fucking guys, because I seem to run into a lot of females that are selfish. And so I don't know. Um Occasionally I'll make a female friend, but most of my friends are like guys from PlayStation and shit. Um my best friends in the whole wide world, believe it or not, my best friends in the whole wide world, they live states away, and they're guys. But it's fucking crazy. I have this one friend. He's only fucking 20 years old. He lives a state away from me, and he can make logic out of absolutely fucking nothing. And you need those kind of friends. So if you can find a friend that's going to be there for you no matter what, and like literally, this friend, this friend that I'm talking about, fucking helped me through an abusive relationship that I was in a long time ago. Um, Actually, not that long ago. Wasn't even that long ago. It was over a year ago, but um, he helped me through it. I have another guy friend that helped me through it too. He lives states away from me, states and states away from me, but bestie. Um, and they've been good for it. And then there was one other person that helped me, that gave me the drive. There was a person I fell in love with. that gave me the drive to get the fuck out of there. He, um he still makes me feel so cared about. I haven't spoken to him in a few days, but, God, he's just he's got such a kind heart, and he gave me drive. So, I guess what I'm saying is, like, those people that give you the drive to get out of those places, embrace them because those people are gonna be the ones that get you out of it. I had another friend too, she's my girl, um, my best friend. She lives stayed away. I have another friend too. She was oh my gosh, my friend that I've known since I was 6 was so proud to hear that I got out of, that relationship finally, and then I was, like, seeing someone new, which yeah, that guy gave me the drive. That guy knows who he is. Though, I guess I probably should have told this guy that he gave me the drive to get the fuck out of there and get motivation to get my own apartment. I didn't though, but if he finds this video, he'll know. He knows who he is. I am still in a very odd state of mind. I'm like today, I went out and now I'm like kind of feeling a bit drained, but I came on here to, I guess, show everyone that you're not the only one dealing with these kind of issues. And yeah, it did involve telling some of my story, but I feel like the story needed to be told so that y'all know that I work through shit. And I work through shit by accepting other people's help. So here's the other thing, be open to receiving help from other people, like, um, say if I had money and I saw someone struggling, I'd be like, hey, I'll give you a bill of cash. Say if somebody like this somebody knows who he is. This somebody didn't have gas money to come see me. Um, so I offered him gas money. He turned it down. But probably because he knows I struggle with money. um but basically what I'm saying is be open to letting people help you. Like I was simply open to letting my neighbor help me yesterday. I was like nervous to let her help me, but she gave me a roll of paper towels. I let her help me. And I'm going to tell you something. People pray for help. I'm going to tell you something. When you pray for help, it's going to come to you. Sometimes in the most unexpected ways possible. Um, one of these unexpected ways can be like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford this. And so all of a sudden somebody offers you something. Be like, oh, you need some paper towels? Here you go. Here's your paper towels. I'm sorry, I'm snacking on Ritz Bits. Or like as simple as, I was just sitting there. I kept saying, gosh, I need a fucking hug. I need a fucking hug. I had been in my head I need a hug. I need a hug. I need a hug. I need a hug. Wasn't expecting it to get it from my neighbor. But my point that I'm making is that this help that you ask for or pray for or put out to the universe may come to you in very unexpected ways, and it may come from different people trying to help you. And so you've got to be open to letting others help you to get through this process. If somebody's willing to talk to you, don't feel like you're a burden to that person for wanting to talk to them. Let them help you without apologizing for being a burden, and that's something that I need to work on sometimes. Is like, I remember I was talking to my friend on PlayStation because it's how we communicate. Sometimes we'll occasionally text, but I was like, I need some advice on a situation. And he can make logic out of nothing. He's a good guy. And he's so sweet to his girlfriend. He's so sweet to his girlfriend. He renewed her PlayStation Plus membership. He's a sweetheart. For my birthday, he bought me something. And so I thought, oh, well, at one time when he was helping me through stuff, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm being a burden by asking for your help or advice or anything. And he's like, Amber, fucking stop it now. He's like, you're not a burden. He's like, you got to stop believing you're a burden. When you think that you're a burden to other people, all you're doing is letting it eat at you. Because in all reality, if that person really cares about you, you're not a burden to them. And you'll be able to express feelings to them, and they won't judge you on it. Those are the kind of good people you need in your life. If people judge you on a path that you're on, don't listen to their judgment. Because you don't need judgment, you need support. Okay? So that goes with toxic people in your life. If you have abandonment issues, self-worth issues, and other bullshit issues, and you got people being toxic and doing shit behind your back, If you got people telling you what to do, or if you got people telling you, you can't be with so-and-so, you can't hang out with so-and-so, you can't do this, you can't do that. If somebody tells you can't do something, fucking release that bitch. I am sorry for the rudeness, but don't ever let anyone tell you can't do anything. Ever. Because you can do anything you fucking want. Maybe, as long as it's not breaking the law, okay? Don't break the law. But you can do anything you put your mind to. So dream big. Believe it. What else do I want to say? Yeah. A good thing for depression, anxiety, and all that. Shower yourself in love. Go take that bath. Go take that shower. And fucking enjoy it. Okay? Pamper yourself. Give yourself some much needed self-care. If you want, seriously, if you're craving a fucking piece of chocolate, go get a fucking piece of chocolate. It's one piece of chocolate. Ain't gonna fucking hurt. But just remember, every time you don't do something is another minute of time wasted. You have this life, you have now, you have today. You want to talk to the ones you care about? Talk to them because you're guaranteed today, the day that you're living in. That's what you're guaranteed. The day you're living in is what you're guaranteed right now. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. No. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So make the most of today. Because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So make the most of today. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Do you want a rift between family? If not, talk to family. You want a rift between somebody you feel about? You feel good about? No? Then talk to them. Think about this. You need to embrace everybody around you that means something to you. Because we're given today. So think about what you want those last words to that person to be. Do you want them to be these words? Do you want those? Do you want something to go unresolved? Are those the last words that you want? If not, then contact those people. Contact those people and let them know. Let them know that you care about them. Let them know that you're happy they're in your life. And embrace any advice they have to give you. But remember, if you take advice from people, make sure you're listening to the positive advice. Don't listen to the negative advice. You've got to listen to what's inside of you. Got to listen to your heart. What's your heart telling you to do? What's your soul telling you to do? Worried about something? Try to release the worry. If you're worried about something regarding another person, tell that person you're worried. You know? Bathe yourself in a hot shower. Paint your toenails. Do whatever you want to do. That's gonna make you fucking happy. Just don't be reckless is the word. Don't be reckless. I'm sorry, I'm really drained from being out all day today. So don't be reckless, but do what makes your heart sing. What makes you happy? Do it. Is there a person that makes you happy? Be with them. Plain and simple. You like watching tarot readings? Go watch a tarot reading. You like reading a book? Read a book. You like going out to a swing set? Like, I fucking love to swing. I should probably go out to the swing at some point. We have a place with a swing on it outside the complex. So you like to do that? Do that. But do what you love to do. Be with the people that you care about because you only got today, right now. You got to live life in the moment. That's how you do it. One step at a time, one foot at a time. Live life in the moment. You having a bad day? Okay. Okay. You're having a bad day. So it's easier said than done. Well, guess what? You can get out of that energy. And I know it's fucking hard as a motherfucker to get out of that energy. I know that. I know that. I've been there. But when you pick yourself up and even try to do something, regardless of whatever is going on in your life, how hard it is, I want you to tell yourself, wow, look at what I got done. Look at how awesome I am. Wow, I feel so accomplished. Acknowledge that you accomplished something, okay? Acknowledge you accomplished something because the more you don't acknowledge what you accomplish, the more you stay in that fucking low fucking vibration bullshit energy, you know? So you've got to work on focusing on what you achieve. Don't don't focus on what you're not achieving. Focus what you are achieving. And if you want to achieve something, then go for it. But when you sit forever and wallow in this despair, it's not healthy for you, and I understand it's easier said than done to get out of it. I understand that. And that's why I'm saying whatever you do today, acknowledge that you did something. You got out of bed, you did something productive. You even got up and watched a fucking YouTube video instead of sleeping your life away. You did something. You accomplished something. You go to the store? Did you get a shower? Did you do the dishes? Then you did something. Be grateful for it. Hello. Hi. But you've got to acknowledge everything that you do get done instead of what you don't get done. Because when you sit there and bask in what you don't get done, that's where you're staying in this stagnant energy. I want you to eliminate the word can't from your vocabulary. Just fucking eliminate that fucking word. Just eliminate the word can't from your vocabulary. Because that's the one word that holds every single person in the universe back. I can't. I can't. I am an Aquarius as well. I am an Aries moon and a Taurus rising. The more you say you can't do something, the more you're just putting that energy out there till you can't do it. The more you say, okay, I can do this, the more likely you're going to be able to do it. So dust yourself off and do it. I spoke about what went on in my life. My life hasn't been easy. And yeah, sometimes I have those days where I'm just like, I don't want to fucking get out of bed. But I managed to pick myself up and get out of bed. It's not easy. Like I said, there was a night when I slept till 6 p.m. And so I got back up. Regardless of the fact it was already 6 p.m., I got up. I ate something. Acknowledge your achievements. And don't sit in the fear. Oh, yeah, I have had longer than 12-hour sleeps before, way longer than 12-hour sleeps before. It's been like, oh my gosh, I can't even explain it. It's been it gets bad sometimes. And recently, the past few days, like it just started getting a little bit better yesterday. Phew, excuse me. Sorry. Um, but like a few days ago, it was rough. It was rough. I was feeling hurt and lost. I've been there. I've been there. I have been there. Remember I messaged my mom when I was like just fucking upset and all that, and you just got to pick yourself up. And I picked myself up. I picked myself up. Granted, like probably 8 people saw me cry in public because I still ran to get my bus pass. I still ran to pay my bills. And yeah, people saw me cry, but it didn't bother me because I knew I was crying to heal myself, which is a big part of life. And mine did get pretty bad. Pretty bad. There's a select few that know. But, but I am in therapy weekly, which helps me as well. So, like, if you can afford therapy, I recommend therapy, finding a good therapist. I know it's hard to find therapists out in the world. I know it is. I'm blessed to have mine. Yeah, I have been into tarot readings a lot too. I'm actually a reader myself. I have plenty of decks. Um, and I want to tell you something about tarot. Tarot is about kind of what you're manifesting in the moment as well. What you're manifesting yourself, what energy you're putting out to the universe. The energy that you're putting out to the universe is the energy that you're manifesting into your life. And so tarot tells you what you're manifesting into your life, and stuff like that in that moment. So if you like you're believing in something, you're gonna manifest what you're believing in. But if you're trying to um it's actually not that complicated to read tarot, but the way I read tarot is it does open my third eye, and I do get visions and stuff while reading tarot. Occasionally I'll get hints and visions. And it's going to get better for you. My guys want me to tell you that it's going to get better for you. It's just sometimes emotional healing has to take place, and they want you to know that if you have asked for something to happen, or you are waiting for something to happen and you've had obstacles, it's going to work itself out. Like the obstacles that you're having is preparing you for what you want. And yes, I do see repetitive numbers quite often. Um, very, very often. And sometimes when I see them, I'll be thinking about something and I will take it as I basically as confirmation, because that's the angel's way of communicating with you. So if you're thinking about something, pay attention to what you're thinking when you see those number synchronicities, because it's basically the universe's or the angel's way of kind of confirming things for you. You're not going crazy at all. You're not going crazy at all. And I'm going to tell you a little something about the number 33. The number 33 is all about your prayers being answered. And 44 is more about like angels are surrounding you, your guides are surrounding you. 11 means you're coming into alignment with what you want. And you're manifesting rapidly. So you need to like Make sure you're thinking about your desires instead of your fears. Um, your fears are what block your desires from happening. And I know it's hard not to think of your fears, which is precisely why I play a lot of video games to distract myself or, go for a walk or something um, or talk to people. But, um, it's just, it's crazy how angels figure out how to talk to you. If you see 911 on the clock, um, that's Archangel Michael's number. Um, he's a protector. Um, and he's with you if you see that number. But yeah, tarot can be helpful, but at the same time, when you, if you look at tarot when you're not like in a clear head and you're in a worried space, you're more than likely going to get more negative cards out of things and negative responses when you're terrified because it's what you're manifesting in the moment. But like if you're in a it's best to come into kind of like a calm meditative energy. I wake up and see repeating numbers sometimes too. It's just it's the universe's way of telling you, keep going, keep fighting. Yeah. Like I said, for you, I asked if I could pull a couple cards for you. Um, we got the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords. I feel like this is you being the fighter. Okay, you're being a fighter, and because you're a fighter and you're keeping on going, you will eventually get to this Six of Swords energy, which is calmer waters. It's basically moving out of rocky waters. And the bottom we got the King of Pentacles, which equals stability. So as you like keep fighting and keep going, you're gonna like see more stability develop. But the other thing they're telling me is that you got to keep going and keep believing that it'll get better. Keep believing that there's something better coming to you, and that's when you're gonna start seeing movement towards calmer waters. Um, you just gotta like believe that something better is coming for you, believe that something good is out there for you, and you're going to start seeing it manifest as okay, something good happened. And like look for one thing in your day that's good, even if it's just one thing. Oh, you have food in your house, that's a good thing, you know. You know what, maybe that's part of your success that's coming, because the King of Pentacles is all about job opportunities too. But you're going to see stability come in. I don't know, I can pull a little bit of advice on how to seek success in jobs, but I think you're going to have to really put in the effort. I'm hearing put in the effort. Success in jobs. Let's see. See if I can get a card for success in jobs for you and your advice. I'm hearing maybe look out of the norm. Even if you have to get like a simple job that to start with. I see. Relocating. Okay. I wouldn't be scared about relocating too much. I feel like if you're relocating, you may find something in that place of relocation for you. And know that every time you relocate, it's for a good reason. Okay. So I'm pulling the Princess of Pentacles. So if a job opportunity arises, it may not be the hugest job opportunity. It may be a small start. But you're being called to take it, even if it is a small start of a job opportunity. Because basically, when you take this small start at a job opportunity, even if it's small, we got the Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of planting the seeds. It's planting the seeds to change the tides and move you towards your dream job. And whenever this tide changes and moves you toward your dream job or your dream career or your dream place or whatever you're looking for in work, it's going to happen when you least expect it with this Knight of Wands here. Because the Knight of Wands is one of the quickest in the deck. It's fire energy. So basically, they're telling you that you need to take the stepping stones. Doesn't matter if it's a little job offer or what. If it's something small to start with, take the small. Start with the small, because it's just planting the seeds for something much bigger. But the much bigger, when that wheel of fortune turns in your favor, it's going to come when you least expect it, when you're not when you're not expecting it to happen, when you're not trying to make it happen, it will happen. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it may take time. I understand that, but you also have to trust your own guidance as well. And I know, like, to guide you in the best direction as far as where you're going, relocating to a different place. Yeah, I understand needing to know those places, but um you'll figure it out. You're going to figure it out really good. And I would recommend, if you have a phone, Google Maps is wonderful for finding your way around. Um you very well could likely meet somebody that you connect with wherever you're planning to relocate, because the Two of Cups did want to come out, and like this could be a friend, this could be anybody. But you're very likely to meet a helpful person. I didn't pull the Two of Cups right away because it did want to come out, but it didn't. But you are likely to meet a helpful person if you relocate, if and when you relocate. You're likely to meet some kind of helpful person that may be able to help you with some of that stuff. Um, but if you Yeah, exactly. That's great that you try to help others too. That's awesome. I help others as much as I can too. I do everything I can to help others too. But also remember, like with depression and stuff, make sure you're not trying to people please. Make sure you're not trying to just um do everything for everybody else. Make sure you do stuff for you too. Because when you do everything for everybody else and nothing for you, that's where you go wrong. And if you end up looking for love later in life, I am going to tell you something: love yourself and know you're worthy, and it will come to you. I have my affirmations in the morning. I am worthy. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am awesome. Doesn't matter what affirmations you make, but make positive affirmations. I am worthy. I am deserving are two of the best affirmations in the book. And basically what you're doing is retraining your brain. And that's what you got to do. You got to you got to do what tries to make you what makes you happy, because you got to make yourself happy, because if you're sitting here trying to make others happy instead of making yourself happy, you're just going to be miserable. So try to make yourself happy, and if you have special people or people that you know and care about that make you happy, please embrace those people. Yeah, I understand that as well. Yeah, nothing. You're right. Nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy in life. Nobody ever said life was going to be easy, and the reason why is because it takes effort to get to where you want to go. You want a relationship? Make the effort. You want love? Make the effort. You want a job? Make the effort. It's just everything takes some semblance of effort. And the first effort that you can put into that is by getting out of bed and getting going in the morning. That is your number one effort that's going to get you to where you need to go. It does take effort. It really does. And I just I saw 51 on the clock as I said that too. That everything's going to take effort, you know. Yeah, everything does take time, and see see a lot, and see, humans, as humans, like we don't understand why everything has to take so long when it happens. We don't understand, but you know sometimes when we ask for something, when we want something to happen, we have to take these steps to prepare us for what we're asking for. Okay? Say you have a prayer. Say you have a prayer to find a job. You're going to find the stepping stones to that. If you have a prayer to find love and the right love, you're going to this is how God works. He's just like, because I'm a firm believer in God. He's just like, okay, you want this, you're gonna have to work on this, and this. So, yeah, 1:44 right now. It's about 6:45 p.m. now where I am. But basically, you have to the reason why you're given obstacles in life, the reason why some things always happen at once is so that you can heal that right then and there, because you're sitting there, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this. Well, it's coming to you. Whatever you want's coming to you. Um, but sometimes it's just gonna be like, okay, I know I want this, but this. So say like if somebody's having financial problems and something breaks in their house and they're trying to get financial stability. Maybe that thing broke in their house so that something else wouldn't break all at once, like maybe the whole house wouldn't break all at once, you know? Hmm. Uh that's probably a good thing. That's probably a good thing. When you feel like you're called and meant to be somewhere, it's a good thing to be present in that moment. Like if you feel called to talk to somebody, I would talk to them. You know, you need to pay attention to those sudden calls to your soul to be somewhere. If your heart's telling you go somewhere, go somewhere. If your heart's telling you to talk to someone, talk to them. If you feel like if you have friends in your life and you have depression, please do reach out to them. Um, Chances are they're going to want to help you. Cherish those people. I'm one of those. And see, like, that's good that not really much bothers you. That's good. For me, if somebody needs to talk to me, like literally, if somebody needs to talk to me and they want to stop by my house in the middle of the fucking night, I'm gonna haul my ass out of bed and unlock my door and say, "Okay, let's talk. You need to talk. Okay, let's go. You need to call me on the phone. Okay, let's go. I'm not ride or die, friend." That's good. I'm glad they're always there on your bad and worst days. I'm really glad. Sorry, my phone's lighting up. That's really good that you have people like that. Yeah, I have some friends that are like that too. I have a best friend. He lives a state away. Um, like literally, this is the friend that once he's off work, he will just drop everything and talk to me. Um, I have somebody that's very, very caring in my life as well. Um, I gosh, I fell in love with this guy. He's very, very caring, and he gave me some guidance on my bipolar. Because I was sitting there, I was like, you know, I had all this anxiety, depression, and blah, and then all of a sudden it turned into rage. And I was like, I didn't even ride the bus home because I was like, yeah, no, I better not because I'm pissed. Yeah, and sometimes you can get in that energy of not knowing what to do. Yes, yes, I do have bipolar disorder. I do. It's very prominent with me. And there are days when I can be up and there are days when I can be down. And a few days ago, for about 3 days in a row, I was just like, I felt like a fucking train wreck. And I had to rely on my friends so much to help me through this depressive part. I talked to my friend. She's awesome. I talked to my other two guy friends, which I help through shit too. But yeah, the majority of my friends are guys because I run into a lot of females that are selfish. Oh, I plan to. I plan to keep up with stuff on here as well. I took a few days to myself for emotional healing because I I guess I still needed to heal from abandonment issues. And I had somebody that wasn't talking to me for a while, but I'm suspecting they're just going through some stuff and they'll get back to me when they get the chance. Um so I was kind of like, I don't know, I got this feeling of worry, and I was just hoping everything was okay because the last conversation we had was perfect, it was great. He was there for me through everything, so I'm just kind of like, gosh, I hope this guy's okay. So I took some time off because I needed to deal with abandonment issues because when people just like stop talking to me out of nowhere, it it triggers my abandonment issues sometimes. And I don't mean to have it trigger my abandonment issues, but it just does. Yeah. But like when it bothers us when people won't talk to us, that's something when it bothers us when people like which most of the time when people aren't talking to you, it's not your fault. It's usually they're going through something. And so that's something that basically they want us to heal in ourself, to be okay with, giving that unconditional love. You know, when you love somebody unconditionally, you're not going to be upset at them for not talking to you for a while. And, you know, um, I'm not upset at this person, but I was terrified. I was like, oh God. It's like, oh God. Yes, I do feel like I misunderstand some people sometimes. In fact, I feel like I had some kind of misunderstanding at some point, and um, I don't know. I've misunderstood understood people more than once, and cause like I misunderstood somebody, and he's like, he's like, there was nothing for you to fuck up because I was like, I thought I fucked something up, and I was like, I didn't mean to fuck anything up. I just randomly said, I'm not naming names, but if the person sees the video, he knows who he is. I was like, I didn't mean to fuck anything up, and he's like, you didn't fuck anything up. There's nothing to fuck up. So like, but I tend to blame myself. Bipolar, it's it's nothing to be terrified about, but it is something that does require a lot of emotional healing and a lot of self-care, and a lot of paying attention to your emotions so that you can control them. Like when you get rage worthy when you're bipolar, just step the fuck away from some people, you know. Or like if you're rage worthy and you want to talk to somebody, make sure it's somebody that's not going to be like triggering you and shit. But you know, if the person doesn't trigger you, then those are the people to talk to. But bipolar is very complex. It's not easy to deal with, but I wouldn't be scared of it. Um, it's just something that I think that's why this other person and I really click is we're both bipolar. So we really click and we get each other. Um, but there are times when I'm bipolar and like I straight up and I don't know if she's watching this now. No, she's not watching this now. It's only you. But like I straight up I didn't talk to like while I was going through the shit of like somebody not talking to me. And see, this is something that I do sometimes because I'm also an empath and clairsentient as well. Um, Sometimes I can take on other people's emotions, and like when some people avoid me, I end up avoiding other people, and I really don't mean to avoid other people. I really don't. Yes, yes, absolutely. And see, I know me and this person click. I know me and this person click. I know we get along, and I know this person cares for me no matter what. And I know this person if I really needed their help with something, if like I was going through some shit or if even someone threatened me, he would fucking be at my door in 2 seconds. Well, after he drove all the way out here, but yeah. Cuz he lives at a distance, but yeah. He just if he knew somebody was threatening me, he'd be here. And yet sometimes I sit there and I worry because when this person goes silent. Yes, and so when you're an empath, you can being an empath is also linked with being clairsentient. Um which sometimes when you're right about something, you will get these chills down your shoulders or your back or something, as if in confirmation. It's the divine's way of communicating with you. It's your angel's way of communicating with you, and it's called clairsentience. There is a YouTuber that describes clairsentience, Stargirl, Stargirl the Practical Witch on YouTube. She does describe clairsentience and all of that. But when you're an empath, clairsentience is highly linked to that. But the thing about empaths and clairsentience is sometimes you can feel drained when you're around a lot of people, or sometimes you can feel like you're taking on another person's emotions. Yeah. See, that's the way of the divine communicating with you. It's a gift from the divine. It's how the divine communicate with you. How your angels communicate with you. But be aware that even if you know somebody and they're far away, you can if you're very close to them or you care very much about them, you can end up taking on their emotions from far away. Like literally, I can tell you there's no reason for me to be this drained, so I know, and I know who it is that's tired right now. I already have the name popping up in my head, but like I can feel the tiredness um of this person. Yeah, yeah. It's common. It's common to get fed up. And if your family's fed up, you're actually going to feel their fed up emotions. And sometimes you can take on those fed up emotions that they have. Just like say you feel like somebody's irritated. You may feel their irritation and kind of take on a little bit of irritability. Oh. This person needs to stop worrying too. This person that I'm feeling right now needs to stop worrying about so much. Um, they're worried about a lot. And then like one day, like I know my friend that lives a state away. One day I'm just like, why are you so angry? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, something about chewing. What the fuck is going on with chewing? And he's like, my dog. My fucking dog is chewing up everything. So I'm like, and I get those little hits in my head. And one day I sent um ah don't let John Wick hear that. Yeah. That's a movie that I couldn't watch. My parents run Beagle Rescue, and so like when I saw the first part of that movie, I threw shit across the room and cried because like I couldn't. I've got a soft spot for animals. I fucking love animals. I had a very soft spot for animals. I do get very emotional watching movies and listening to music. Yes, I tend to take on a lot of emotions, and like when I'm in this mood where I'm feeling a little bit like off balance, there is a song that I like to listen to when I'm off balance, and it's called Unsteady by X Ambassadors. And then the other one that I like to listen to is Cold by Nefex. And then Fivefold From Within. I think that's the one. It was on my iPod, but yeah, or Lost Within. I'm sorry, Lost Within by Fivefold. Lost Within by Fivefold is a very motivational song. Cold is a very motivational song when you're feeling really alone. And it kind of helps pull me out of all the deep emotions and bullshit in my head. Nice. Nice. I don't think I've heard of that one. I know I connect with Linkin Park's music quite a bit. Like sometimes when my pain gets to be like so massive, I end up being numb to the emotions and only have the rage. And so like the song Numb by Linkin Park resonates with me when that happens. Um so yeah. You know, the reason why Linkin Park reminds you of Transformers is because the producer of Transformers always used Linkin Park's music in Transformers. So, yeah, Linkin Park made a lot of music for the Transformers movies. So, that's probably why it reminds you of Transformers. I'm a Transformers movie buff. So, I think it's what I've done is one of them. And then I know in another movie in Transformers, they used Battle Cry by who is that by? It's by the same people that did the host song. Ah, I forgot what it is. Hmm. Yes, that one. That one. Imagine Dragons. Yes. Yes, that one. Yeah, Imagine Dragons. I love the Battle Cry song and Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Definitely some of my favorite music. And like, I guess when I'm in like other like weird, crazy moods, which I won't get too much into on social media, I will listen to other songs just to like dance to them. Cause like me, when I dance, I don't know how to like two-step dance and shit. I don't know how to do that shit. I know how to do like club dancing and stuff. So I will listen to Bando Jones, Sex You, or 112 Anywhere. It's a lot on the Magic Mike soundtrack, but those the old school ones. Yeah, I when I'm out, I have earbuds in my ears. I remember I listened to was it what song was it by NFX? Where's my iPod in the bedroom? I don't know where it is. But like there's a song by NFX like Never Give Up, I think it's called. And I listened to that like on repeat and then like Smash into Pieces Stronger I listened to it on repeat and I understand the clubbing thing. You kind of got to be careful when you go out clubbing. I usually don't go unless I'm with people because it's obviously downtown in a different area of town, so I got to be careful. So, um so yeah. Man, that sucks. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. It's terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. That's like yikes. That's fucking crazy. We got a lot of crazy shit going on here too. A lot of crazy shit. Um, I don't watch the news a lot, but I hear a lot about kidnappings and shit, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck's going on in this world? And then I like heard about the Uber drivers. No arrests have been made. Damn. Yeah, I've heard about like there's literally people in the fucking United States right now putting fake Uber stickers on their cars trying to take advantage of people and I'm just like, "Yo, I won't even ride in an Uber." We went from the generation of don't get into a car with a stranger too. Okay, get in a car with a stranger. Yeah, no. So I don't do Uber. I don't do that shit. And like, I no. So I take the city bus or walk because I don't know how to drive yet. I have somebody that wants to teach me how to drive though, so that's cool. That's cool. Oh man. That sucks. Yeah. Holy cow. The prime minister quit? Oh wow. Oof. That is pretty bad. Wow. A meme? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, memes are awesome. I like to I have a dirty sense of humor, so sometimes I'll look up dirty memes because they're funny. There's there was a movie that's funny. That's how it has Queen Latifah and all of that in it. Something about this girls' night out or something like that. Oh, Mom's Night Out is a funny one. That's a good one. But yeah, Queen Latifah's movies though. Oh my gosh, I fucking love her movies because they're so funny. They're so funny, and that's another thing that you can use to uplift your depression too is funny movies. Funny movies. I don't know. I like the TikTok app. The TikTok app is actually addicting, but it's fucking fun as shit. Um, it's so fun. Like you can just do stuff, and since I was in drama class, I'll like do just random shit and just you know embrace those skills, but embrace my personality too. So yeah, but yeah, those just like different outlets help me. I like memes. I like tarot. I like books when I can focus on them. I like a lot of reverse harem books. They're they're a book that I like to read for sure, for sure. Yeah, I actually I'm actually gonna get ready to get off because I have plans with a friend on Overwatch for a couple hours tonight. Other than that, I don't have any plans. I don't know how long she's gonna be online either, so it may be a couple hours or it may be like an hour. I don't even know. But like I have another person that wants to play Titanfall 2 with me, so um I'm gonna go ahead and play with them for a little while. With any luck. All right. Cool, cool. But yeah, with any luck I can hopefully get this person that I'm waiting to talk to come over. Yeah, nice. Yeah, my person my person has like an Xbox and I have a PS4 and I'm like, damn, I can't afford an Xbox right now. But if I like had an Xbox, I would totally if I could afford an Xbox, I'd totally get an Xbox so I could play Titanfall 2 with him because it's so fun. Yeah, I only have a PS4, so I don't have an Xbox. I'd like to get an Xbox so that I can communicate with my other very important person in my life. He knows who he is. I won't name names because for privacy reasons, he knows who he is. because he knows he's important to me. The Xbox app. Yeah, I know you can get the Xbox app, but I'm talking about being able to play Titanfall 2 with him, and play online. So, because you can't play Titanfall 2 on your phone with somebody. I'm looking because I think Xbox has some kind of party chat as well as PS4 has a party chat. Yeah, yeah, I would definitely need an Xbox Live as well to chat with him. So yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Um yeah, like I said, I'm doing this channel and like eventually I'm gonna like I've even got like I've got a PayPal donation on my channel too. I've got PayPal donation on my channel too so that people can donate to me um on my channel if my stuff is helping them. I'll eventually like start opening up readings too, but I was like kind of clearing my energy, but I'm going to start opening up personal readings soon. That's for sure. I've got a couple people that actually want a personal reading for me, so that'll help. But yeah, so far I've actually gotten a couple people that's been like, "Wow, you're accurate." Yeah, but so yeah, I'm like looking into opening up personal readings on my channel soon. So stay tuned for that because I'll be opening up personal readings, but I do have donations open. Or if like people want a donated deck, I even have that as well. Yeah, I don't have super chat on right now. But like eventually when I do when I am able to turn on super chat, I will turn on super chat on here. And what I'm gonna do is once I get enough followers, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do $5 card pulls to start with. So I am going to wait till I hit, I think, about 1,000 subscribers. And then I'll start doing $5 card pulls on my channel, $5 questions. And if basically you want more than one question answered, you can just put more. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to build my channel up. If you know anybody else that my channel would help, just go ahead and let them know. I'm going to start opening up readings again very soon on my channel. I just had to take some space to clear my energy because card readings take a lot of energy. I will still be doing a couple of free card readings on my channel, but like um I'm going to open up personal readings and the free card readings, they won't be as descriptive as they won't be as long as they used to be because when I do very very long card readings, it does take up a lot of my energy, and so they're going to be shorter pick a card readings that I do and a couple of astrological things as well. And then like if you want to know actual life questions, I'm straight up gonna open up personal readings. And I will probably start by doing personal readings for I want to say a personal reading for 30 minutes is probably going to cost $30. So, $1 a minute, but just because when I do personal readings, it does take a lot of energy because I do get visions. Sweet. Thank you. Awesome. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Like shuffling cards is calming me. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and end my stream. Thank you for joining the stream and talking with me. It was great to have somebody to talk to on my channel. I am so grateful that somebody came in and chatted with me. It made me feel awesome. So, you made my day. So thank you. You have a good night as well.